Harley Benton's ST-20 line of entry-level guitars have gained a reputation for being fantastic value. Here we have what is arguably their most popular finish, the satin black with all black hardware, 22 frets, amaranth fretboard. We're going to put this guitar through its paces. We're going to actually use it to make all the music in this video, so all the guitar you hear in the background is this guitar. Here we see standard volume tone, and like any classic Strat, the tone doesn't work on the bridge, just on the neck and middle pickup. This fretboard, very nice and dark. I was thinking maybe it would be a bit more reddish, as sometimes some of these newer woods tend to be not so dark, but this one came very dark, and if it's dyed, it left no residue on my fingertips whatsoever. I recorded this whole video using the stock strings. I didn't give it a little wipe down, of course, but there was no dye or anything that came off on the rag or on my fingertips. The frets were actually, I was expecting them to be more scratchy than they were. They were able to be played through in a matter of less than an hour. Everything was very smooth. The fit was very nice. Love this pick guard, love these curves. Even though visually, aesthetically, it's sort of pushed towards maybe a more metal crowd, this really is 95% Strat. It's a fat Strat. Here we have the block saddles, which I'm fine with, especially if you're starting. It gives you a little bit less screw poking out to poke you in the hand. Packing was fantastic. This guitar was delivered clean. It looks like it was really paid attention to. We're going to get straight to the numbers here, checking the resistance on the pickups. The neck you see here is at 4.77. Make sure everything's up. 4.77 for the neck. Neck middle is 2.43. The middle pickup is 4.83, so both single coils are below 5. The middle and the bridge is 3.12, and the bridge humbucker is a relatively hot 8.48. I say relative because it's not nearly as hot as I thought it would be. I thought it would be maybe around 11 and a half, which I have another Harley Benton in the little short scale mini, and it's voiced hotter than this. These are voiced really sweet. At the beginning, I thought maybe my meter wasn't working. I double checked with my other guitars. Yes, it's working. Those numbers are good. Here you see the setup. I'm going through an Audio-Technica ATM41HE, I believe, and that's going straight into this little Yamaha AG-03. No digital interface, just a little 1/8 inch stereo analog wire to the mic input of the computer. One last look over here. Looks really nice. So you can get a good close-up. This finish was really flawless. So nice. I don't care how many pieces of wood. It's a basswood body, by the way. Here you see the frets are gently filed back. They're not rounded, but they are not sharp at all, and they don't catch the string, and that's what counts. You're going to see in this rhythm track, you're going to hear the rhythm is done entirely with the bridge humbucker, and I'm going to cycle through the 5 positions for the lead. smug smile. I was just happy I didn't have to take another take. Here, we're going to do another track. The rhythm is just clean, position 4, the neck middle, and the lead, I'm just going to do the bridge humbucker. Okay, well that's enough of that. I was about to go off the rails there anyway. Right out of the box, it was taken care of. It was shipped really well. It was nice and clean. But the action was a tiny bit high. So they did send the tools, a truss rod wrench, and a little saddle wrench, which I used right away to lower the saddles here and lower the strings. And then I lowered the pickups correspondingly and then balanced them out a bit because this was like just too much of a boost. The tremolo, the whammy bar, it is a little bit loose. Since this doesn't belong to me, it's going to someone else. If it was me, I would just go around and hopefully I find a good sticking spot where it doesn't have any slack. Or alternatively, use some Teflon tape around or a little extra spring, give some tension. Usually I put some Teflon tape because this is no good. And secondly, when I first tried this tremolo system, it was so hard, the bar was actually bending, and I was like, what's going on? And I just removed the center spring and left the two outer springs, and now it works with relatively little effort. But before, this one extra spring made all the difference. Someone would find it unusable, like really. But it's a really easy fix. Take off the 6 screws and take off the spring. It's not screwed or glued in there. You can just pull it out. So yeah, really usable. The test of it is for me is if I can get through a few minutes in a reasonable amount of time, get a good take. I would tune up at the beginning, and I would not tune up until I got the take I kept. So each one of those takes that ended up in the video was maybe the 4th or 5th run through, like bending the strings and figuring out some general melody to improvise over it, and it held its tune pretty good, because there were some bends that you didn't see that were pretty extreme. So
should you get this guitar? Definitely, if it's your first guitar, there is no reason to be jealous of anyone else if you have a guitar like this. It just looks, I cannot believe something looks so nice in this price range especially. I mean, if the entire ST-20 line of Harley Bentons is like this, you know, regardless of the color, if you want a more traditional looking instrument visually, I would say just go for it. If you're learning all this stuff about swapping out pickups or upgrading, there's no reason to upgrade these pickups. They're completely usable, and I think Harley Benton made a really good choice by not having them as hot as I thought they were gonna be. They sound considerably better. Oh, let me mention that the intonation, when I lowered the strings to how I wanted them, then I checked the intonation at dead last, and apart from the low E, which I had to adjust a little bit, they were all spot on. Please leave a comment below and let me know for my next video which one you would prefer a review on. The Harley Benton ST-62 or the Squire Bullet Mustang FSR. Let me know below. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.